Hey guys, no, it's not a fortress. I'm with Ruti.
Hello.
Hello, Ruti is a friend of mine. We were roommates many million years ago, but we are still young. But we are standing next to an ancient city.
Yeah.
What we see here is the moat of the Crusader city. Now, you asked me if that is the fortress. Then let me tell you something. You are going to walk at least 20 minutes until we will reach the fortress. But look at that beautiful day. Then let me show you a map of Apollonia. There are so many names. Remember Arsuf, which is the Phoenician name. Suzusa.
Byzantine.
Yeah, there's so many names to Apollonia, but it's easier to say Apollonia, Apollo. The Phoenicians actually talks about Reshef, which is their god. According to the Romans, Reshef was equal to Apollo. Apollonia, Colonia, Apollonia. Then, in that case, we are somewhere here at the corner. You can see the walls, and the walls, and the walls, and the fortress, together with a nice harbor. Then, in that case, most of that place is now, we didn't excavate it yet. Then it's more like a beautiful nature. And the Persians were here, the Hellenistic were here, the Romans built a big city. How big it was? 280 dunams. Yeah, it's like a lot. It's a big one. The Byzantines, the Muslims, yes, Suzusa, that's right. The Muslims, the Crusaders been here, and that's it. That was the end of the city, because the Muslims destroyed it by bypass. Then let's walk through the nature and let's enjoy it, because we are so close to the sea. The Crusaders built their places as a fortress. Everything that you will see here in Israel, it's a fortress. Even the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, that I think we actually visited that church in Jerusalem, looks like a fortress because there were few Christians among the Muslims' enemy. Now, it's a moat. Where are the crocodiles? Where's the water?
River with no water.
Yeah, no, there's no water here, my dears. No water.
Right, like
If it's a little bit windy,
but it's nice.
yeah, then I hope that it won't be, I mean, the sound of it will be like a sound of a nice wind. Ah, such a beautiful day. Rudy, guess what? We are here in Apollonia, but this is not less than a synagogue. But is it a Jewish synagogue? No! It's a Samaritan synagogue. Is there someone behind me that you are actually afraid to laugh?
No.
It's a Samaritan synagogue, mainly because the language is in ancient Hebrew and Greek. Then you can see the mosaic floor from 5th century.
Amazing.
Amazing. But that place, you can see the round place here, tells us or gives us a little bit of hint that it might be a mosque at the Muslim time, because that is a mihrab and this is the exact way to Mecca. Lovely, isn't it?
Amazing.
Amazing. I think we are going to use that word a lot today.
Isn't it amazing?
It is amazing. We are going to see the view of the sea and the Roman villa, but the problem was that there were too many people there. Oh, it's not. We are there, and we're going to take a selfie there as well.
Of course.
I don't know why a lot of religious Jews are coming to here, but it is a place like that. Now remember the moat and the wall that we saw? Difficult to occupy that city, and that's how a Crusader city actually was built. So many walls around. If you will break one of the wall, you will find another moat And if you will enter to the fortress, which is right there, you will find another place that you can hide. Such an amazing system. Well, it didn't help them a lot. Yeah, guys, although you cannot see a lot here, this is a Crusader quarter. Remember that I said that the wall, behind the wall, there was a big city. You can see some of the houses here, and we found some evidence from their life, daily life, right there. And we're still heading to the Roman villa. Are you ready?
Yeah!
Yeah, amazing!
Isn't it amazing?
Let's go to the Roman villa. The Roman villa, I mean, you won't see a lot, but what you will see there is the most beautiful view of Apollonia. And again, sorry about the wind.
Look at this blue ocean.
Hey, it's with us. We are 3 people. A doggy, a doggy, Ruthie, Ruth. It's a biblical name, Ruth. Well, it's a Roman villa. It's a big one. Such a beautiful place. Yes, it's worth. We are on top of it. Look how beautiful it is. Looking for something to eat. If you know what kind of bird it is, please tell me, because I don't know. Then guys, we are on the way to the fortress, but remember the daily life, people lived outside the fortress. The fortress was only for last option before the enemy will come, and the enemy came at the 13th century. It was a Crusader village or city, and you can see the small stones. Then it doesn't look like a very rich house like the Roman villa that you saw, but it was built on top of a Byzantine place. And Byzantine, we're talking about the Christians, the Romans who became Christians. You can see how beautiful those twin pools were, and there's a mosaic wall, a mosaic floor on the floor, and it must be something special. I don't know what it was. Might be another villa, or maybe more than that. I'm always thinking about the church, because Byzantine, they have a lot of churches here. And look how beautiful is the sea. That's the city of Herzliya. And after the city of Herzliya, it's the city of Tel Aviv. And if you are Christian, then you know that Caesarea is not so far away from here. Actually, you can see Caesarea. I don't know if you can see the chimneys there, but this is Caesarea, and that's the way that St. Peter walked from Jaffa to Cornelius in Caesarea. It's a little bit chilly here. A little bit.
A little.
Yeah, the wind makes it horrible. It's supposed to be 18 degrees, 72, I think, degrees Fahrenheit. Yeah. And we are reaching to one of the most beautiful, amazing viewpoints. And you can see the moat between the fortress itself and us. Think about the enemies, let's say Baibars, the Muslims in the 13th century that are heading to attack that fortress. And that fortress was built at the 13th century, and it was actually saved as a fortress for 24 years only. The hospital has been here too, and she is a doctor, a real one. Yeah, she knows if something will happen to me.
Well, too bad.
Yeah, she will know that something happened to me. Yeah, she's a doctor. And you can see the remains of the fortress, sadly, because of the situation, because of the sea. You can see some of the fortresses, and that, as I believe, was a tower that crashed down. And we are losing We are losing the fortresses that we here. Now, why there are so many fortresses here? Because the Crusader came from Europe. Then sadly, I didn't show you the harbor of them, but it's next to that. That's why when the Muslims came to here at the 13th century and destroyed the city, occupied the city, they destroyed the city because the Muslims are not, they don't know what to do with the sea. They are a desert people. And desert people and the sea is not the same. Then they destroy every Crusader city in Israel, and there were so many. בוא ניקח תמונות? נמאס לך ממני?
אף פעם.
כן, תשארי עם הכובע הזה שם, תעמדי רגע תמונה אחת עם כובע.
עם הכובע?
כן, we are getting closer to the fortress that was built at the 13th century. You can see how it looks like. And we are now climbing and walking through that bridge that actually gone now. But the 13th century, the Mamluks came to here with Baibars. And the Muslims had so many soldiers, not like the Crusaders that tried to stop them. The Muslims filled it with a lot of wooden logs here. They tried to burn down the walls, and they succeeded. It took them only 40 days to occupy the city and another 3 days to occupy the fortress. Dun, 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 dun.
Da, 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 da.
Thank you, my doctor. Yeah.
You have to be a doctor in order to know to do that.
Yes, and you can see the moat and the walls at the other side. I mean, it wasn't an easy place to occupy, but they did it. Such a beautiful day.
Amazing!
Amazing. Oh, guys, if you reach that point, it means that you like that video, then or hate it. Then still, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I will be happy to answer every question that you have. I will do that with a lot of love. Then we are entering into the fortress through the main gate, and actually the only gate that I remember that exists here, and it's a small fortress. We're not talking about thousands of people. We're talking about, let's say, 100, 200 people. That were 200 soldiers. The common people were here, and in dangerous time like today, they entered to the fortress. If I remember correctly, they let them enter. They let them go out without any arm, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I have to check it. Are you ready to enter?
Yes, we are.
With the right leg, but you can see the main door. Actually, there are 2 doors were here, and I'm sure that you can understand that this is a base of a tower. To the right, to the left. We didn't talk about the stone, because you can see that stone is marble. It's used like it's the second use. But the common stone here, it's a sandstone. And sandstone, it's the easy stone to build a house, but not easy to keep it like that. They had to maintain that place a lot, but because they've been here for only 24 years, then nothing. I'm not sure that they had a lot of time, or even they could do something with that. Okay, we just entered to the main
Salon.
main salon. Yes, and we are thinking about food, where we can eat hamburger. Then let me show you where the hamburger place was.
McDonald's?
No, they have a better food. That field was full with, it was an agriculture area. Then they had lots of lots of food, including lots of meat. And this is the kitchen.
Ta-ta-ta-ta-ta!
And the oven. Yeah. Pizza Hut. Then grinding. Where was the grinding area? All the food was made by them. And the kitchen and the dining room, refectorium, is in front of you. As a Crusader, remember, there are knights, religious people, Christian, of course. All right. For me, everyone who lives in Jesus is a Christian, but yes, you can say Catholic. Then this is their dining room, and they used to sit together. Our dog is here as well. They used to sit together. Here it looks like they are talking with each other. The idea was not to talk with each other. I believe that one of them was reading the Bible to them while they were eating. You can see a little bit of the plaster on the wall. I won't be surprised if we could see some painting on it, but painting and sea is kind of two enemies. Then I'm really not sure that they painted it. Now, this is the kitchen. Sorry, that is the storeroom, and that's where they actually prepare the wheat, they grain it. But that is according to what the sign said, is the kitchen itself, together with the ovens. You can see how it looks like. It was that's where they put the logs in it, and about it. Ruthie, remember that we read that everything around it was a kind of a forest. But the Crusader used a lot of it, and that's why we don't have a forest anymore here.
No forest anymore.
This is not amazing.
No,
not amazing.
Too bad.
Too bad. And you can see the kitchen and the plastering. Oh, I think that's where they wash their dishes.
No dishwasher.
No, it's a dishwasher by hand.
By hand.
Manually. And I think we are talking about the kitchen mainly because both of us just ate food.
And we are always ready to eat more.
Yes, and we are waiting for the moment that we will sit to eat lunch. Oh, this is so funny. That the donjon is the Acropolis of the fortress. That if you occupied that place, you could still try to defend yourself from the donjon. And Ruthie, you already been there. Then, but let's go up to take some pictures and to show you the view. And then I will show you something that you will be surprised.
It would be amazing.
It will be amazing surprise. Then don't go away. Don't go away. The Crusader called that place Arsuf. You don't need to remember it. All the information about the fortress will be at the description, the text attached to it. No. Look at from here you will see the harbor. Woo, the wind. Sorry about it. We'll get it quickly. Look how beautiful it is. You can see the harbor right here, and look how amazing is the view. I'm so sorry about the wind, but now you can understand the idea of the donjon or the keep. We're there. And the view from here is Beautiful. Then where are we now? Right here, on top of it, the dungeon. Trying to defend ourselves. But remember, there was a wall there, a wall here, and a wall, and we are standing on a wall as well. Hey, look at that! Hello! Hello! Are you alive?
שכחתי שאתה עושה זה.
It's gonna be a funny video. And she is a doctor, a serious one.
Professor.
Oh, sorry, a professor. Can you tell us what you're doing in your daily life?
Well, I'm a pathologist, and I'm a director of Department of Pathology in Barzilai Medical Center. And this is a job of diagnosing. I diagnose disease by looking at tissue slides under the microscope.
All right, if you're still with us, that's what she's doing. And Ashkelon is one of the cities that is south of Tel Aviv, and it was bombed by the terrorists of Gaza.
That's right.
In a daily, a few times a day.
Yeah.
For the last year. Thanks God, not anymore, at least not for now. Rudy, remember I said that I might surprise you. Then first of all, just look at the marble.
Yeah.
The marble, as I believe, came from Caesarea. The Crusader didn't have time for that, but I want to show you a pre-surprise. Not the big surprise, the small one.
All right.
Remember, we are talking about Christians.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that capital. What are you going to see there?
A crusade.
A cross.
A cross.
Yeah, there's a cross here.
Yeah. Amazing.
Amazing. And you know that they had a lot of glass here. Glass factory. You can see a little bit of the glass right here. Sadly, we didn't find a lot of evidence for it because remember the Muslims destroyed. And if we are talking about destruction, let's go to see what's happened here. That's what we found all over. The city. And professor, don't climb it. But look at that. Do you know what they did with it? They used to throw it on us, or we throw them on them. Throw those stones on them. That's how they, this is one of the ways to occupy the city. And look at that, look how many.
Wow, that's amazing.
See, I told you that's going to be a big surprise. And lots of marble
Yeah.
in front of you.
Nice.
Beautiful. That is totally from Caesarea. No doubt about it. And it's called the burned room. Why it's called the burned room? Because it was burned down. Hello. Look at that, look at that, look at that. You see the fire from 13th century.
That's amazing.
It is amazing. And it was burned down later on after they occupied the place. The Mamluks, the Muslims occupied the place. They burned it down because they couldn't use, the Muslims didn't know how to use harbors in the city. And they were afraid. And they were afraid that the Crusader would come again. Because 13th century, it was the second time the Crusader came. Then the first one was in 1099. That's where they occupied Jerusalem as well. But here, they were sure that they will come again. And guess what? The Crusader tried to reach back Israel, but they didn't at the end. This is beautiful. You can see the soldiers are throwing it on us. I mean, the Crusader. You can actually visualize the Crusaders that are doing it here. It looks like you want me to take a picture of you. I will take a picture of you. Oh, the biggest surprise, Ruti, is that remember that they say that the Muslims burned down that fortress. According to what we know, it was burned down by the order of the Muslims, but by the Crusader themselves. They actually forced to burn down their fortress. Because of that, they survived and they could sail from here back to Europe.
Lucky them.
Lucky them, yeah, but you know, it's so sad to burn down your place. Not so easy, as I said, but do you want to see the abyss? Do you want to see the abyss? Yes. It's an amazing abyss. If you remember, we were at the other side, and now it's a little bit warm. Yeah, there's less wind. And you can see the remains of the walls and the moat. And another part of the wall. Such a nice place, Apollonia, and when they built that place, they used that column from Caesarea as a secondary wall. For them, it wasn't important. I mean, the column of the marble wasn't important. The idea is that with a little bit of help, they build the fortress, and remember, everything was covered, at least was supposed to be covered with plaster. And this is you discover my bunch. This is my place that I meditate from time to time here, and that's what we are going to do together for like 1 minute. Let them meditate with me, and that's the end of the video, I think. Yeah. Then thank you very much for being with us. Thank you very much for being with me, Doctor, Professor.
I had a great time, thank you.
Amazing.
It was amazing, really.
And see you in my next video. Bye-bye.